Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the St. Clair College Sports Park, presented by Windsor Family Credit Union for the OCAA Women's Softball Championships. My name is Mark Knight. The weather this morning, a nice sunny day, but 46 degrees Fahrenheit. That's 8 degrees Celsius, and we have a light west wind. This is Game 3, and we're set to see the Durham Lords take on the Humber Hawks. Durham advanced by downing the Seneca Sting yesterday in Game 1 by a score of 11-1. The Humber Hawks are here because of their 13-3 regular season record and second-place finish in the regular season. Let's have a look at Durham's lineup. Starting off, center fielder Alexis Pereira. Kaylee Malin behind there. Nicole Mancini playing third base, batting third. Batting fourth is the left fielder, Abby Suffel. The catcher, Kaylee Mcintyre. First base, Sydney Reddick, followed by right field, Chloe Showers. The shortstop, Riley Easton. Batting ninth, playing second base is Gracie Hearns. And the pitcher, our flex player today, Morgan Salter. Playing defense for Humber, the catcher is Tuck. First base, Oliver. Second base, Bernie. Third base is Ferreira. Playing shortstop is Vassos. Left fielder, Mcpherson. Center fielder, Koziolik. And right fielder, Kostuk.
Are we trying to get the hydro bill as high as possible? It's pretty slide by here. We're about overcast all day. Are you concerned about the power bill?
Pitching for Humber, Michaela Moore win 6 games. 5 starts, 4-1 win-loss, 0 saves, and a 2.05 ERA. It's the Michaela show to start off. Michaela Moore and Michaela Tuck behind the plate for Humber. First batter, Alexis Pereira, pops it back. No play by Tuck. Strike one. That one's high. That one got away from Tuck. Ball one. Fake bunt, ball rising. 2-1 the count. Alexis Pereira in 16 games is 22 for 56 with a .393 batting average and 11 RBIs. Laid off that one. That was in for a strike. Evens the count at 2. Swung on, hit to center field, dropping in. She turns the corner at first and has a look. Safely in at first. First batter on base, and you'll see the replay here. Just a nice little hit up over the pitcher's head, dropping short into center field. And the center field gets on the horse, but not quite enough to get there. Kaylee Malin is up next. In 17 games, she's 23 for 52 with a .442 batting average, 11 RBIs. She takes one high. Top of the first, no out, runner on first. Looking to go to second, but no runner. Ball 2. Michaela Moore quickly behind Kaylee Malin. Throws one down, half a shot down the third base line, beats it out to first. And that puts runners at first and second. Nicole Mancini due up, playing third today. In 18 games, she's 23 for 60 with a .383 batting average. Good batting averages to start the order for the Durham Lords. 18 RBIs. Tries to move her teammates around. Bunted foul. Hit hard in the gap down right field. Easy to first. Throw into home. Not in time. Alexis Pereira comes around to score. Ball goes back to first base. And Nicole Mancini was off the bag. She's tagged out. And Malin makes it over to the third. You watch the hit just over second base's head, dropping into the turf. Tries to go home first, and not in time. Abby Suffel up, number 22 in 18 games. She's 20 for 53. Lots of bunts this morning, but that bunt goes foul. So 1 out, 1 run scored for Durham. Abby Suffel. Strike 1. Another bunt laid down nicely, up to the pitcher, checks third, gets to first in time, and they hold the runner at third. Nice little bunt, but Michaela Moore does her job perfectly. Checks third and gets it to first base for the out. Kaylee Mcintyre steps in now. She's catching today for Humber. Kaylee Mcintyre this season, 14 games, 10 for 39, with a .256 batting average and 6 RBIs. Ball 2. Swung on, fouled off down the third base line. Michaela Tuck giving the signs. Michaela Moore delivering. Low and outside. First base is open, but I'm sure Michaela Moore is not interested in putting Kaylee Mcintyre on base. But there's ball 4. So Kaylee Mcintyre arrives at first base on a base on balls. Good pitch outside, and Kaylee McIntyre's not biting. Sydney Reddick, an OCAA All-Star, wears number 29, and in 14 games, she's 9 for 44, with a .205 batting average, 2 home runs, and 12 RBIs on the season. Runners on the corners. She takes one for a strike. Two outs here in the top of the first. 1 run scored by Durham. Swung on down third base. Ball's in time. Out at first. And that'll retire the side. 1 runner left on. 2 runners left on. 1 run score for Durham. And here's the throw to first to end the inning. You're watching the 2021 OCAA Women's Softball Champions, and the Durham Lords have struck first, 1 run in the first inning against the Humber Hawks. This is Game 3 of the tournament. 7 degrees Celsius, feels like 4, the weatherman says. 15-kilometer-an-hour winds gusting to 23, 70% humidity, partly cloudy, and they say it's a 0% chance of rain. Well, I'm going to go mostly sunny. I like that term better. On the defensive side, on the Humber Hawks starting lineup, shortstop Alexa Vossas, the designated player Haley Pasma, followed by second base Georgia Burney. Third base is Alexis Ferreira. The catcher is Michaela Tuck, followed by Brianna Oliver. Center fielder Hannah Koziolik. Left fielder Jess Mcpherson. Playing right field, Julie Kostuk. And our pitcher, Michaela Moore. On defense for the Durham Lords, catching is McIntyre. On first base is Reddick. Second base is Hearns. Third base, Mancini. Shortstop today is Easton. In left field, it's Suffel. Center fielder, Pereira. And right field is Showers for the Durham Lords. And pitching for the Durham Lords is Morgan Salter. 9 games, 9 starts, 4-2 win-loss record, 0 saves, a 2.07 ERA, 47 innings pitched, 22 walks, but 68 Ks for Morgan Salter. Great regular season numbers. And Alexis Vassis steps in. Takes one inside, called strike. Ball 1. Alexis Vassos wears number 3, and this season in 15 games, she's 15 for 43 with a .349 batting average, 9 RBIs from the leadoff spot. Takes another one inside. Counts 2-1. That one got away from Morgan Salter. High and away. 3-1. Down the middle, swung on. Fouled off. Full count. With those 7-degree temperatures, has to play a factor in these early goings. Pitchers trying to keep their hands warm. Good swing, fouled off.
Yeah, I don't have to detail it. Not till November. Like, that's what it was last year.
Alexa's getting her bat on the ball quite well.
That's what it was last year. In November. Like, some of my dogs, we'll see if it's that.
Down and inside. And that starts off the Humber squad with a walk.
The designated player number 16, Kaylee Mcintyre.
Yeah, they always fight for him, so he just lost.
Haley Pasma coming up for Humber now. She steps in. In 14 games, she's 19 for 45. 3 home runs and 14 RBIs as Morgan Salter goes inside on her on the first pitch for a ball. Down the pipe, strike 1. You can hear the fans cheering on their players. Swung on. Throw to first. Safe at first. You can see the leadoff there. Catcher makes a good play, but 1-2. In the dirt, going to second, and out at second base. So it started off the inning on a good high note for Humber. You can see here, ball's in the dirt, and she's gone. Alexa Vassos, but a perfect throw down to second base, good tag, and out is the call by John Snook. Popped up over the screen. Haley Pasma still working on Morgan Salter. Or is it Morgan Salter still working on Haley Pasma? Takes one inside. And you saw the call. She's gone. So that's it. The first K. Nice curveball coming in. And you watch our home plate umpire, Jamie Woodend. He gives a signal. Strikeout. Georgia Burney steps in now. Georgia's playing second base. Nice pitch, not handled cleanly by Kaylee Mcintyre, but a strike nonetheless. Swung on, fouled back, strike two. Sinking pitch. In for a ball. Inside corner. Didn't fool Jamie Woodend. That's a ball. Bases are empty. 2 out. Swung on down to third baseline. Third base scoops it up. Quick throw over to first. And that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3. First one was a base on balls. Thrown out on the steal. A K. And then a beautiful throw by third base to first to end the inning. And Georgia Burney goes down. You're watching the 2021 OCAA Women's Softball Championships on We Digital. And we'll be right back. Want to give a shout out to Ted Beal and his team here at St. Clair College for hosting the 2021 OCAA Women's Softball Championships. The Durham Lords with a 1-run lead over the Humber Hawks here in Game 3. We're ready to start the second inning. Durham brought 6 batters to the plate in the first inning. 1 run scored. And the Humber Hawks went down 1-2-3 in their half of the first inning. Nice shot of Michaela Moore there, getting warmed up for Humber. Sunny skies, but cool temperatures to start today here at the St. Clair Sports Park.
Leading off the inning for the visiting Durham Lords, the right fielder number 23, Chloe Showers.
Chloe Showers from Durham steps in to start inning number 2. Down the middle, swung on. Hit deep to right field, but scooped up by the right fielder. As you'll see here, well hit. But no mistake in right field as the ball comes right into the glove. Riley Easton is up 17 games, 13 for 41. She lets the first pitch go by for a strike. She's .317 batting average with 6 RBIs. She wanted that one, but that rising ball got a little bit out of range. Evens the count at 1. See the fans braving the cold this morning. Michaela Moore is hoping that Riley's going to be chasing some things, but Riley's not biting. 2-1 the count. Down the middle, popped up, looking to go to pitch. And Michaela Moore takes it herself, throws the ball, catches the ball, and another runner out.
Now batting for the Lords, the second baseman number 16, Gracie Hearns.
2 up, 2 down. on that catch by Michaela Moore. Gracie Hearns now looking to bunt. Couldn't quite make contact. Strike one. Grace Hearns, 16 games. She's 11 for 44, batting .250. 1 home run, 9 RBIs. And she's playing second base today for Durham here in Game 3 of the OCAA Championships. 0-2 the count. Swung on up the middle. Second base grabs. Throw over to first. Easy flip. 1, 2, 3. Then that'll end the side for Durham. Not a solid hit, but properly played by second base. Over to first. And Grace Hearns is out. Today is Friday, October 22nd. We're in the middle of Game 3 here, the Humber Hawks and the Durham Lords. Game 4 comes up at 1 o'clock, where the home field St. Clair College Saints take on the Conestoga Condors. Game 5 is at 4 o'clock. Game 6 is at 6 o'clock, and depending on who wins and who loses, those teams will fill in. Tomorrow, Saturday, October 23rd, are our medal rounds. Bronze medal game starts at 10 o'clock. The gold medal game is at 1 o'clock. You can catch it all right here on We Digital. The Humber Hawks getting set to start off their second inning. Durham Lords hold a 1-run lead over the Humber Hawks. Alexis Ferreira, OCAA All-Star. She was honored before the game today with a plaque.
The third baseman, number 2, Alexis Ferreira.
In 15 games, she's 14 for 46 with a .304 batting average. 6 home runs, 16 RBIs as a wild pitch goes in for a ball. Alexis plays third base. Takes one low. Ball 2. Another one low. 3-1. Up high, check swing. Starts off the inning base on balls, just like the last inning. First batter got to first for free. And there you see, she checks her swing. And there we have Alexis Ferreira standing on first base. Michaela Tuck is in the batter's box now. Wears number 9 in 13 games. She's 12 for 37, batting .324. She has 1 home run on the season and 9 RBIs. She steps in with Alexis Ferreira on first base. Takes one down low, 1-1. As you see Alexis Ferreira testing the arm of Kaylee Mcintyre. Down the middle, up off the screen. Strike 2. She goes down swinging. And this inning is starting out much the same as the first inning did. Base on balls and then a strikeout. And here's the closer right there. Swing and a miss by Michaela Tuck. Bottom of the second, 1 out. Runner on first base. And here's Brianna Oliver stepping in. Plays first base for Humber. Takes one inside. Ball 1. Brianna Oliver in 14 games, she's 15 for 37 with a 405 batting average. No home runs, but 14 RBIs, and she gets a good cut at that one, but she fouls it back. 1-1 the count on Brianna Oliver. Inside pitch, swings hard. Throw to first, but doesn't get her. And you'll see that right here. Good arm by Kaylee Mcintyre. But Alexis Ferreira gets back to the bag in time. Pitch is in the dirt. And Alexis Ferreira remains at first. Two and two the count, one out, bottom of second. Durham leads 1-0 over the Humber Hawks. Up high, got her swinging. That's her third K. Rising fastball. And Brianna Oliver was looking for the fences on that one. Big swing, but the ball just kept on rising out of the range of Oliver's bat. Hannah Koziolik, number 12, and in 16 games is 15 for 40. Wild pitch gets Alexis Ferreira to second base. And you can see that right here. Gets away from her, goes inside, and Kaylee Mcintyre can't field it easily. And Ferreira stand up at second base. Swung on. Bobbling, and Ferreira is thinking about going to third. She changes her mind. Quick throw, and she's into third. Nice slide. Ball gets there a little bit late. So good base running here by Ferreira. Back to the pitcher. Not handled cleanly. Still in time, and Ferreira makes it to third. Good throw to third. Just a little late. Hannah Koziolik, 1-1. Takes one inside. And Ferreira was looking to the plate. Testing Kaylee McIntyre's arm again. High and away. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Hannah Koziolik plays center field. Takes one inside. We're only in the second inning, but Morgan Salter's thrown quite a few pitches already. Hits one hard down into short. It's a boot. And Ferreira comes in to score. You can see this ball's hit hard. Just out of the reach, off the glove, didn't hop up into the glove where it should like it to be, and Alexis Ferreira comes in to score. Puts Koziolik on first base. Jessica Mcpherson in now, wearing number 8 in 6 games. 6 for 13 with a .462 batting average. Batting a little late in the roster with a great batting average. 1 home run, 5 RBIs. Looking to help her team advance. Strike one. She has a tight stance to home plate. Swinging. Strike two. Check swing. Throws to second. In time. And that'll end the side on an interesting play. Quick throw to second.
No, not that one. Oh,
And a tag before she gets to the plate. And that'll wrap that up. And Jess Mcpherson will start the third inning. We're at the end of the second inning. The Durham Lords and the Humber Hawks are knotted at 1. This is the 2021 OCAA Windsor Women's Softball Championships here in Windsor, Ontario. On We Digital, we'll be right back. Welcome back to the St. Clair College Sports Park. There's a good shot of the fans sitting in there all bundled up. It is a cool, brisk day, but the sun is shining. We have a few clouds. And after 2 innings, we're tied at 1. Base on balls, Ks, base stealing, good pitches, good hits. We've got it all so far. And Alexis Pereira at the plate from Newmarket, Ontario, her 3rd year. She scored the run for Durham in the first inning. One and one the count on Alexis. Lays a bunt down. Nicely laid. Third base can't get there quite in time. Safely at first. Kaylee Malin steps in. She had a hit in the first inning. Hit up the middle. Makes it to center. And Alexis Pereira is at second base. Continuation of the first inning, where the first 2 batters get on base. Nicole Mancini steps in from Scarborough, Ontario. She's in her 5th year, and she plays third base for Durham today. Takes a high one, gets the bat on the ball, but fouls it back. High fastball. Hit to second. Off the end of the bat. Well hit. Good catch. Couldn't quite make the tag in time. And the runners stay where they are. 1 out. Abby Suffel now for the Durham Lords. Takes the first pitch. Ball 1. On the outside corner for a strike. Abby Suffel from Whitby, Ontario in her first year. Takes outside. Two and one on Suffel. Hit a looper to second base. Looking to turn 2. A little bit of a mix-up there at second base. I wonder if she maybe missed the bag. You see the throw. Oh, there you go. Foot came off the bag before the runner got there. Called her safe. And you watch right here. Whoops. Oh, now they got her.
Number 8, Kaylee McIntyre.
A little bit of foot shuffle there on second base, but that puts Casey Malin out. And Alexis Pereira moves over to the third. Kaylee McIntyre now from Guelph, Ontario in her 4th year. Takes the first pitch high for a ball. Good camera work catching that last replay. We've got a great team here at We Digital. Ball 2. A little bit of communication there with Michaela Tuck. Wondering if that was a ball or a strike. Hit on right into the glove of the shortstop behind second base. Good hit, great catch. And that will retire the side off the end of the bat. Shortstop playing right behind second base, but a perfect spot to be. The wind is drifting the balls a little bit to right field, and she makes the catch. 2 hits, 1 runner left on base, but the score remains 1-1. We're heading into the bottom of the third here at the 2021 OCAA Women's Softball Championships. Score knotted at 1. The 2021 standings have the St. Clair Saints with 17-1, and you'll see them in the game just a little bit later on today. Humber Hawks playing here right now. We're 13-3, and the Durham Lords were 11-7. Fanshawe Falcons were down by the Conestoga Condors in Game 2 of yesterday, and the Seneca Sting lost out earlier yesterday, and the Mohawk Mountaineers ended the season with 2-16. Great shot of the campus here, St. Clair College. They're putting on a great event here. The weather is contributing very nicely. A little windy yesterday, and the temperature dropped off as the night came in. But today is looking to be a nice day. Maybe a little cool for some people, but sunny. And that's all you can ask for in the late stages of October. The Durham Lords meeting on the mound. The obligatory high fives as Morgan Salter gets ready to dish to Jess Mcpherson. Jess Mcpherson had an appearance in the second inning, but didn't finish her wraps. So she's back up to start the third inning. Strike 1. They got 2 strikes on her in the second before the attempted steal was thrown out. Swung on, hitting the gap between center and right. Safely to first. Ball gets thrown into second. And Jess Mcpherson arrives at first base, ready to start the rally for the Humber Hawks here in the third. Good play right to the gap. Julie Kostick bunts it down third base line. It goes foul. Bottom of 3. Nobody out. 1 runner on first for the Humber Hawks. She takes high. 1-1. Jess Mcpherson remains at first base. Julie Kostick this season in 10 games is 6 for 20, batting an even .300 with 6 RBIs. She wears number 1 but plays right field. Takes one high, 2-1. Down the middle, bobbled by Kaylee Mcintyre, but Jess Mcpherson wasn't set to go. 2-2.
You know what? Yeah, good. I'll see you next year. Don't worry, I'll see you.
Little equipment malfunction there. Get everything all straight. Morgan Salter dishes. Hit to center field. It's deep. Past the glove. All the way to the wall. Jess Mcpherson drowns second. Heads to third. And Julie Kostuk with a stand-up double doing a dance on second base there. Hawks are calling timeout. And you watch this hit. Well hit. Up and over. Nice swing into the gap. Ball carries really well. A little deeper than she would have liked it to be. Almost a ground rule. But all the way to the wall for a stand-up double. And then the dance. Runners at second and third. And that brings up the leadoff. Alexa Vassos from Mississauga, Ontario. She has some room to deal. Takes a good cut, but fouls it off. Bottom of three, no out. 2 runners on. Swing and a miss. Morgan Salter is quickly ahead of Alexa Vassos.
Oh, no, I know.
Home plate umpire Jamie Woodend just getting a clarification on a play. Inside. Fakes the throw to third. But Jess Mcpherson has nowhere to go. One and two. Hit the short, gobbled up. Runners stay put.
Now batting for the Hawks, the designated player number 16.
Little looper. Right to the shortstop. Plays it perfectly. In the glove. Out is the call. Haley Pasma now from Georgetown, Ontario. Hits a high one out to center field. She camps under it. Jess McPherson tags and scores. And Julie Kostuk tries to make it to third, but she's called out on the base pass. So here you see this ball is hit really high. Lots of room for the center fielder to camp out. Makes the catch and an excellent throw in. But another excellent throw back to third base to get Julie Kostuk running the base pass, and she is out. So 1-run score is Jess McPherson. Humber Hawks add to their score. Now it's 2-1 in favor of the Humber Hawks. That's the end of 3 here at the 2021 OCAA Women's Softball Championships. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the St. Clair College Sports Park. If you're just joining us, welcome aboard. Boy, this is turning out to be an excellent, excellent softball game. We got 3 innings in. The score is 2-1 in favor of the Humber Hawks, and we've seen everything thus far. So all we can do is hope for more of the same as these two teams battle it out for supremacy. Good shot of Jamie Woodend, our home plate umpire. Sydney Reddick, playing first base for Durham, steps in. And Michaela Moore set to pitch. Top of 4. Takes one for a strike. Reddick from Alvinston, Ontario, in her second year. She's 5 foot 10 inches tall. Perfect frame to launch the big ball over the far wall.
Like, I'd say that's what I want to go to the hockey side, but at the same time, I was talking to the guys, like, you want to go to football.
Looking to see if she'll bite. Throws one high and away. But Sydney Reddick says, I don't think so. 1-2 the count. Swinging. And that starts the inning off with a strikeout for Michaela Moore. Chloe Showers from Uxbridge, Ontario in her first year. Wearing number 23, playing right field. Hit hard. Third base playing tight. Quick throw over to first. And Chloe Showers is a statistic of the fourth inning. Well played by third base. Quick flip over to first. Lots of time. Called out. Riley Easton popped out her first trip to the plate from Bowmanville, Ontario. Hits one down the third base line, but it goes foul. Strike one. So we're in the top of four. Durham has struck out and thrown out at first. And Riley Easton is the third batter to the plate. Swing and a miss. Michaela Moore jumps out to a good 0-2 lead. A little bit of room to throw something outside. Hits it down the middle. Riley Easton fouls that one back. Mostly sunny skies. The field must be warming up a little bit. Takes one inside for a ball. 1-2. No base runners yet this inning for the Durham Lords. Swung on, fouled off down the third base line. Still 1-2. Hit hard over the shortstop's head. Ball goes out into center field. And Riley Easton makes it to first safely. Just a little looper, but just enough to get over the glove.
The second baseman, number 16, Gracie Hearns.
Of Alexis Vasos. Gracie Hearns steps in. Runner at first, 2 out. Takes the first pitch for a strike. Gracie Hearns is from Napanee, Ontario, and she's in her first year. The Durham program. Check swing. Ball hits the bat. Strike two. One of those unfortunate situations. She gets behind really quickly. Takes one low and away for ball one. Gracie Hearns playing second base today. Hit to second base. Quick flip over to first base. And that'll wrap up the side. One runner left on, Riley Easton, but no runs scored for Durham Lords. As we are in the middle of four. The Humber Hawks lead the Durham Lords by a score of 2-1, and the Humber Hawks are ready to get on the offensive side of the diamond. Don't forget, coming up at 1 o'clock here on We Digital, the St. Clair College Sports Park, we have the Conestoga Condors against the St. Clair College Saints. The home field advantage for the Saints. Right here at 1 o'clock on We Digital. Hope to see you here. Hope to see you at the Diamond. But if you can't make the Diamond, happy to have you enjoy the game on We Digital. We've got Georgia Burney set to take her cuts at the baseball. Georgia Burney was responsible for the last putout. Hit sharply to second base, throw over to first to end the inning for the Durham Lords. She takes the first pitch low. Georgia Burney's from Mississauga, Ontario, in her first year with the Humber program. Swing and a miss. And you can see Kaylee Mcintyre nodding her head. That was a good pitch. Inside, just enough. 1-2. Swung on, hit down the third base line. Off the pole that holds the netting up, foul ball. She goes down swinging. And that's another strikeout for Morgan Salter. If you were with us last night, you experienced a strikeout fest by another Morgan. She tied the OCAA record with 17 strikeouts for the Fanshawe Falcons, but lost the game 2-1. Alexis Ferreira now from Mississauga, Ontario. She plays third base, takes a hard cut at a rising fastball, strike one. Alexis Ferreira walked her last trip to the plate. She's quickly behind 0-2, and she scored the first run for the Humber Hawks. Down the middle, hit in the gap, goes to right field. Good catch. And she is out. There you see the inside pitch off the handle. Curled around to the right side, but Michaela Tuck now for the Humber Hawks. Takes one high and away. Ball one. Michaela's from Mississauga, Ontario, in her first year with Humber Hawks. Takes one. Michaela struck out her first trip to the plate. Taken all the way. 2-1. Taken again. Three and one to Michaela Tuck. Inside, and she gets a walk. So she strikes out her first trip to the plate, gets a base on balls on her second trip to the plate.
Now batting for the Hawks, the first baseman number 17, Brianna Oliver.
Brianna Oliver steps in as Alexis Ferreira changes up. She's now the runner at first base, but Brianna Oliver is from Brampton, Ontario, in her third year with Humber. Michaela Tuck exercising her catcher's right to go get ready. And Alexis Ferreira comes in. 1-1 the count on Brianna Oliver. In for a strike. One and two. Bottom of four, 2 out. One runner on first. And she takes inside. 2-2 the count on Brianna Oliver. Morgan Salter looking to end the inning here. Nice hit. Out into left field. One hop into the glove. And that moves Alexis Ferreira over to second base. And Brianna Oliver safely into first. Hannah Koziolik from Brampton, Ontario. She's in her third year. No, it's just a catcher replacement so she can get ready.
No, yeah, thank you. I was just like, oh God, I messed it up.
Swung on, pop up, center field, camping out under there, and that will end the side. Hannah Koziolik goes down. And you see the swing hard, but it's high. Gives the center fielder a chance to get under that ball and scoop it up. And that'll wrap up 4 innings here at the St. Clair College Sports Park at the 2021 OCAA Women's Softball Champions. Humber Hawks lead the Durham Lords by a score of 2-1. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the St. Clair College Sports Park. Nice view of the fans enjoying the game today. This is the first of 4 games in the OCAA Women's Softball Championships today, where the Durham Lords are taking on the Humber Hawks, and the Humber Hawks have a 1-run advantage at the moment over the Durham Lords as we start the 5th inning. Alexis Pereira steps in, takes a cut at the first pitch, knocks it into center field.
Now batting for Durham, the designated player number 3, Malin.
3 trips to the plate, 3 base hits for Alexis Pereira today. I guess that's why she's an OCAA All-Star. Bunt up to pitcher, third base grabs it and gets it to first base in time. So Kaylee Malin is thrown out at first, but that'll advance Alexis Pereira over to second base. Maybe bunted a little bit too hard as third base moves in and gets the throw. Nicole Mancini for the Durham Lords. She steps in. Takes a bouncer off the plate. And Alexis Pereira remains at second. Nicole Mancini so far today is 1 for 2 with an RBI. Swung on through the gap between first and second, out into right field. The ball gets thrown back into catcher. And Alexis Pereira easily at third base.
Now batting for Durham, the left fielder number 22, Abby Suffel.
Excellent throw from right field there to keep the runner at third. We're in the top of 5. 1 out, runners on the corners. And Abby Suffel steps in. Takes one low. Michaela Moore for Humber has had good command of her pitches so far. We're in the 5th inning. Hit up the middle, through the glove of the second base. And that leaves runners at first and second. Alexis Pereira comes in to score. We'll see what the scorekeeper calls this. It was a hard hit ball, but it makes its way under the glove of Georgia Burney. And a little bit of celebratory arm pumping there. Kaylee Mcintyre at the plate now. 2-0 the count on her. Knocks one to second base. Quickly flipped over.
Good job in here, Joe. Good job.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, good job in here. Now batting for Durham, the first baseman.
Softly hit.
Sydney Wright.
Little flop. And the runner is out. Sydney Reddick, an OCAA All-Star at the plate. Takes one inside. Quick throw to second. Hops over the ball. Waiting for the tag, and there it is. The first attempt, she made it clear, but she wasn't all the way in. So we got a tag out at second base, followed by a tag out at second base, and that ends the inning. But not before another run scores. And you see it there. She's waiting to see, and there's the call. Score's now 2-2. Wow. We just saw the Jamie Woodend, the umpire.
At the end of the top of the 5th, there were 1 run on 3 hits, no errors.
So I wonder if he's calling that no run coming in at the end.
Across the pavement at our very own Occupant Stadium. Don't forget to
So the score is 2-2. The final little bit of confusion was the runner coming in to score on the tag at second base.
hot dogs, nachos and cheese, and more. Oven 360 pizzas.
We're heading to the bottom of the 5th inning at the 2021 OCAA Women's Softball.
Feel that appetite. Be sure to stop by Occupant Stadium.
And you can see they're just explaining the situation there. Jamie Woodend giving his explanation, and the coach of the Durham Lords asking for clarification and trying to explain his situation. So there's a scoreboard. The Durham Lords have 2 runs on 8 hits, and the home team, Humber Hawks, have 2 runs on 3 hits. And we're tied, middle of 5. And the Durham Lords just trying to get their heads wrapped around what just happened there in their half of the 5th inning. Glad everybody's joining us here for the 2021 OCAA Women's Softball Championships presented by We Digital here at the St. Clair College Sports Park. Mostly sunny skies. Temperature's a little cool as our officiating team just discusses the last play. A bit confusing, but as the Durham Lords are still trying to wrap their head around. Coming up next on We Digital, the St. Clair College Sports Park at 1 o'clock, the Conestoga Condors and the St. Clair College Saints. The 17-1 Saints take on the Condors. The Condors were successful in their first game. That was yesterday, and that will be Game 4 of the championship. Still in a bit of a confusion delay as everyone's trying to wrap their head around the decision that was made. But if you remember, Alex Pereira comes in to score after her base hit, but a couple of plays at second base and runner tagged on a steal, put out on the force, but the force was a bit delayed and the runner left third base heading home. But since it's still the continuation of the play, the runner is deemed not to have crossed. And we're going to take a break, and we'll be right back here at the 2021 OCAA Women's Softball Championships on We Digital.
Did you know that the most severe injuries in our region are motor vehicle crashes? 65% of road fatalities last year were directly the result of distracted driving. 90% of injuries arriving in our emergency rooms are preventable. Our message to you this summer is, put down the phone. Just drive. Let's work together to keep our trauma stretchers empty.
To the 2021 OCAA Women's Softball Championships at the beautiful St. Clair College Sports Park. Mark Knight along with Justin Prince. And they're still discussing the last play in the middle of the fifth inning, where the Durham Lords had a bit of a delay at second base. The tag was missed. Player jumped over, but the play continues. And then as the player comes back to the bag, another runner crosses home plate. But since the play is still in play and the tag was made, the home plate umpire, Jamie Woodend, makes the call that the third run for the Durham Lords does not count. And you can see there the Durham Lords just discussing what happened there. As I said earlier in the broadcast, we've had just about everything you can think of in this game. Good pitching, good base running, good hitting, couple of steals, some good tags, great fielding. And I would expect nothing less here in the OCAA Women's Softball Championships. More to come later on in the day as the Conestoga Condors take on the St. Clair Saints. The home field advantage St. Clair Saints. They take their 17-1 record to the field at 1 o'clock. And that can be seen live here on We Digital. But if you have some time and can make it down to the sports park, we'd love to have you. So there's the schedule for the championships. We're in Game 3 right now, the Humber Hawks and the Durham Lords. Bit of a delay here between at the middle of 5. But Game 4 is scheduled for 1 o'clock. Hopefully we can meet that time as the St. Clair College Saints take on the Conestoga Condors. Game 5 is at 4 o'clock, and that will depend on the loser of this game and then the loser of Game 4. Those two teams will play off to see where they head up. Game 6 is the winner of this game and the winner of Game 4, and that game is at 6 o'clock. And that will set things up for the medal round. And the medal round starts Saturday, October 23rd. Game 7 at 10 o'clock right here at the Sports Park, and it's right here live on We Digital. That's the loser of Game 6 plays the winner of Game 5, and the winner of that game will advance to the gold medal game, and the loser will be awarded the bronze medal. Game 8 at 1 o'clock tomorrow is the winner of Game 6 against the bronze medal game winner. Nice shot of the campus here at St. Clair College in Windsor, Ontario. As we are still in a explanation delay, I guess is the best thing we can call it. The umpires know what has transpired, and they're confident in their decisions, but the teams are still trying to figure out what happened. I'm sure the Humber Hawks are pleased with the call, but the Durham Lords are still wondering. I just see Paul Ketchum. He's motioning over to the direction of the Durham Lords. If you want to come over and talk about it, you're welcome to come. As the officials are standing just north of the pitcher's mound, soaking up the sun here in Windsor, Ontario. As we continue this delay, we'll be right back, and you're watching the 2021 OCAA Women's Softball Championships here on We Digital. Stay with us. Well, looks like we have a little bit of communication advancement as the coaching staff of the Durham Lords have made their way up to the pitcher's mound to discuss things with our officiating staff. And our officiating staff include Jamie Woodend. Our umpire first base is John Snook, and third base is Paul Ketchum, as they're just going over the event that transpired in the middle of the fifth inning here at the 2021 OCAA Women's Softball Championships. Durham is pleading their case, trying to better understand the call, or possibly trying to sway the decisions of the officiating crew, which is unlikely. Nonetheless, we're in the middle of 5 on what is turning out to be an excellent day. Sunshine baking down on the field, a few clouds, but lots of blue up there. And lots of green on the field here at the St. Clair College Sports Park. If you haven't had a chance to come down to the St. Clair College in a while, you should make the trip just to walk around. Come down and catch a football game, maybe catch a baseball game, or head over to the Zeckelman Tennis Center. Ted Beal and his team here at St. Clair are doing a great job promoting the sports world here at the Sports Park, presented by Windsor Family Credit Union. And it looks like we have some movement. Jamie Woodend is making his final explanations. And regardless what the teams think, I believe the decision is the decision. And we sit at 2-2. And Jamie Woodend has stuck to his guns, as he should. They made the call. So the Humber Hawks step into their half of the fifth inning. Jess Mcpherson, her last trip to the plate, base hit, scored a run. Jess is from Windsor, Ontario, playing for Humber in her second year. Takes one low and inside, ball one. Scoreboard shows 2-2. Bottom of 5, no out. Humber at bat. Inside, ball 2. Jess McPherson likely has some family in the stands today as she fouls one off. Inside pitch, 3-1. And you see that fan behind her says, "We are family." So Jess, being from Windsor, Ontario, is likely enjoying her trip here to the sports park, although playing for Humber. Hard cut, straight to shortstop. Quick flip over to first base, and she is out. You just see in the replay.
Now batting for the Hawks. The right fielder, number 1, Julie Costa.
Nice throw over to first. Gets the first out of the inning. Julie Kostuk now for the Humber Hawks. Playing right field from Brampton, Ontario. Steps in, 1 out. Takes the first pitch for a strike. Julie hit a double her first trip up. Fakes bunt, outside, ball 1. Tried to dust off the corner, but it was a little wide, ball 2. Morgan Salter moving the pitches around. Trying to keep the batters off. Good pitch in, 2-2. And you watch the quick throw to third, a little bit of a celebratory throw. Checking out the arm. She says, "What the heck? I had a chance to throw it to third. I went for it." Julie Kostuk. Popped up. Hit high. Under the catcher. And Kaylee Mcintyre comes down with it.
Now batting for the Hawks. The shortstop, number 3, Alexa Valvasos.
The Durham Lords celebrating as they continue on here in the 5th inning. The Humber Hawks, 2 out. Alexa Vassos, 0 for 1 with a walk. Takes one for a strike. Swung on. Foul back. Strike 2. Off the ground, bounces up, catches her in the leg, and there's her second walk of the game. As you see, it kind of falls out of the hand of Morgan Salter, but makes the contact. Haley Pasma now. Swinging on the first pitch. Fouls it back. So far this game, she's 0 for 2, but has an RBI. Knocking in Alexis Ferreira in the second inning.
That makes sense. Clear as mud.
0-2 the count on Haley Pasma. Swung on, popped up, out to center field. Center field calls off. The left fielder makes the catch, and that will retire the side. 4 up, 3 down, 1 batter left on base, hit by a pitch.
The score heading into the
And that's the end of 5, and the score remains tied 2-2. Durham Lords and the Humber Hawks. You're watching the 2021 OCAA Women's Softball Championships here on We Digital. Please stay with us. We'll be right back. Glad to have you with us here at the St. Clair College Sports Park. We Digital bringing you the 2021 OCAA Women's Softball Championships. We're heading into the top of the 6th inning. The score is knotted at 2 between the Durham Lords and the Humber Hawks. Now that we've gotten past the communication breakdown there in the middle of the 5th inning, the Durham Lords are coming up to bat.
Putting out for the Durham Lords, the first baseman, number 29, Sydney Reddick.
Michaela Moore still pitching for Humber. Michaela Tuck still catching for Humber. And Sydney Reddick steps into the batter's box. She's playing first today. Ball gets away from Michaela Moore. Ball 1. Sydney's 0 for 2 so far in today's game. Suffered a strikeout her second trip, but hit sharply to third, bobbled at third base, and she is safely at first. Little hopper off the glove, and bare hands it, but realizes she has no throw. Chloe Showers on deck. You see a little bit of batting coach information being shared. Talking about making the full swing. Chloe Showers wears number 23. And she plays right field today for the Durham Lords.
It hasn't happened yet. For Durham, 29 is out and 28 is in. Or is that just, the next inning we did that, right?
We've got a runner change at first base. 28 now is replacing number 29. So that's Bryn Nowerinski is on first base running for Sydney Reddick. Bobble to third base. And we have runners at first and second. Soft bunt. Bare hands by third base, but doesn't field it cleanly. And Chloe Showers is at first. Bryn Nowerinski, substituting in for Sydney Reddick, is at second. Another bunt, short hop. Fielded by Michaela Tuck, but foul ball. Riley Easton trying to move the runners around. Put Bryn Nowerinski in a comfortable scoring position. Another bunt. And she's out at first. She did her job, sacrifice bunt. And it moves the runners. you see Chloe Showers standing on second base, dancing to the in-house music. Little MC Hammer. She's bopping. There she is. I don't think she knows the camera's on her, but she's there, back into baseball mode, clapping and cheering on her teammates. Gracie Hearns on deck for the Durham Lords. Kaylin Wilson comes in for Gracie Hearns. First pitch is the ball. Kaylin Wilson in 9 games, 5 for 18. Hits hard down the third base line, but it goes foul. Bounces in fair territory, but just leaks outside as it crosses bag number 3. Runners at second and third, hit into shallow center field. Not fielded cleanly as the runners score. Bryn Nawarinsky and Chloe Showers both score on a hit by Kaylin Wilson to center field. Little looper out to center field. There you see she comes in, tries to backhand it, gets under the glove, and she slides past the ball, but by the time she picks it up and throws it to the cutoff, 2 runs are in for Durham. So that puts Kaylin Wilson at first base. And Chloe Showers and Bryn Nawarinsky come in to score. And we're looking at a pitching change here for the Humber Hawks.
Now on the mound for the Humber Hawks, number 5, Megan Muir.
So Megan Muir comes in to pitch for the Humber Hawks to relieve Michaela Moore.
5 for 6, and both of Durham's are now re-entering.
Alexis Pereira on deck. She's 3 for 3 today, scored 2 runs for Durham. She's the leadoff batter, and rightfully so. She gets things started very quickly and very effectively for Durham, and is doing so today as well. First pitch in is a bunt. Back to the pitcher, thrown out at first base in time. And Alexis Pereira, for the first time in a game, is not on base.
Now batting for Durham, the designated player number 16, Kaylee Mcintyre.
Casey Malin is in for Durham.
Correction, now batting designated player number 3, Casey Malin.
As you see in the replay there, wild pitch, stolen base over to the third, tried to get the tag after she rounded the corner, but she's in time. Casey Malin is 2 for 2 today. High bunt right into the glove of third base, and that'll retire the side.
Top of the 6th,
2-run score for the Durham Lords there, bringing the score 4-2. We're in the middle of 6 as the Durham Lords lead the Humber Hawks by a score of 4-2. Don't forget, coming up here on We Digital at 1 o'clock, the St. Clair College Sports Park is going to host the Conestoga Condors and the home team, St. Clair College Saints Athletics women's softball regular season champions, as they look to move on into the medal round. That is game 4 of the tournament, and that's right here on We Digital at 1 o'clock. Durham Lords have a 2-run lead here in the middle of the 6th inning. And they're enjoying things.
Leading off for the Hawks, the second baseman, number 11, Georgia Burney.
Stepping in for the Hawks, playing second base, Georgia Burney. Morgan Salter puts one down the middle. Burney gets the bat on the ball, sharply hit the second. Correction, to short, but thrown out at first. 1 out.
Now batting for the Hawks, the third baseman, number 2,
One hopper to short. Throws a strike to first base, and there's the out. Alexis Ferreira, an OCAA All-Star, steps in for Humber. Takes one low, ball 1. So far this game, 1 for 1 with a walk. Swung on, hit hard. And that is a home run. As the Humber Hawks assemble at home plate, as they wait for their OCAA All-Star Alexis Ferreira to comfortably round the bases, and the celebration continues for the Humber Hawks as they inch a little bit closer to the Durham Lords, closing the gap 4-3. Watch this well-hit ball, and a fan over the fence makes the catch. But it gets through his hands before it hits that car. That's not my car, which is a good thing. Michaela Tuck up now. Takes one high. As you saw Jamie Woodend indicate up at the chin. Ball 1. 0 for 1 so far in the game with a walk. Taking again, that's a strike. 1-1 to Michaela Tuck. Hit a looper over to second base, into the glove. Of Kaylin Wilson.
Now batting for the Hawks, the first baseman, number 17, Brianna Oliver.
Brianna Oliver steps in, playing first. 1 for 2 in the game so far. Hard swing. Out in front of that ball, strike 1. Rising fastball, ball. Strike 2. Swung on, popped up. Down the right side. Over the fence. Foul ball. Brianna Oliver struck out her first trip. Base hit her second trip. Behind in the count here on her third trip. Goes down swinging, and that'll end the side. But they get one here in the 6th inning, closing the gap. There's the home run, and that's the run scored here for Humber Hawks. We're at the end of 6 in the 2021 OCAA Women's Softball Championships here at St. Clair College Sports Park. The Durham Lords lead the Humber Hawks by a score of 4-3. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the St. Clair College Sports Park, and there's a shot of the scoreboard where we have the Durham Lords leading the Humber Hawks by a score of 4-3. Into pitch for Humber in the top of the 7th, relieving Michaela Moore, is Megan Muir. Michaela Tuck still catching for the Hawks. And Nicole Mancini playing third base today for the Durham Lords. Hit a single her last trip to the plate. She's 2 for 3. Swung on, hitting the gap between right and center, safely at first. And she's pumping her fists, and she's excited. Nicole Mancini, base hit. There you see it go right over second base into the gap. One hop, not fielded well, but Abby Suffel steps in. Runner on first, no out. Bunts one down the third base line. Pitcher gets there quick. Over to first base head. She's looking for the appeal. She has the ball in her glove. She thinks she makes the tag. But John Snook says no. You have a look at the replay. You decide if John Snook has got the right call. Quick throw high. She's up off the bag. And the runner is there. John Snook makes the right call. She's looking for the appeal. But it's not going to go her way. And the Durham Lords put the first two batters on base. Nicole Mancini on second. Abby Suffel on first. And Kaylee Mcintyre is up. So far this game 0 for 2. Out on a fielder's choice and a walk. Takes one outside, throw to second base. Not in time. 1-1. Good outside pitch. Well thrown back to second. 1-1 the count. Outside. 2-1. We're in the top of 7. The Durham Lords lead the Humber Hawks by a score of 4-3. Hard hit to right field. Runners advance. So Kaylee Mcintyre does her job by advancing the runners around. Hard hit deep to right field. Sacrifice fly, and the runners advance. Runners at second and third now for the Durham Lords. One out. And Bryn Nowerinski. That's Sydney Reddick up. She's 0 for 3, a strikeout and a run. Caught at center field, throw to home. Doesn't field the ball well, and a run scores. So Sidney Reddick back in the game. Caught by right field. Hard throw to the plate. Good throw. Pops out of the glove and tags the plate, and the run scores. So another sacrificed by Sidney Reddick. That's 2 sacks in a row and scores the run. We're in the top of 7, 2 out, and Durham extends their lead to 2. Humber coach making an appeal to the home plate umpire, Jamie Woodend. Chloe Showers. Nope. Chloe Showers steps in. She's 1 for 3, scored a run for Durham. Takes the first pitch down the middle for a strike.
Number 23, Chloe Showers.
2 out for Durham. 2-run cushion over the Humber Hawks. We're in the top of 7. Inside pitch, she swings, just catches it. Foul back, strike 2. So the Durham Lords are using all the aspects of the game with sacrifice flies and bunts and hits. Pops one up down third base line. It leaks out of the ballpark. Off the safety fence, foul ball. Megan Muir in relief for the Humber Hawks. Trying to get the third out here to give her team a chance to come back here in the 7th inning. Down the middle, swung on. Foul ball down the third base line. Chloe Showers, 0-2 the count. Fighting off the pitcher, Megan Muir. Swung on, popped up. Another foul ball. She's making Megan Muir work for this one. But she's thinking sooner or later, I'm going to knock one out of here. There's a hit. Foul down the left side. And that's caught at first base. And that'll retire the side. But not before another run scores. And there you see, making the catch, 5-3. The Durham Lords lead the Humber Hawks. We're in the middle of 7 at the 2021 OCAA Women's Softball Championships. Durham Lords getting some last-minute coaching, what they need to do, all the things the coaches say when you're up. Coming into the end, a couple of low fives there. Sending her team out for defense as the Humber Hawks have got some work to do. The 13-3 Humber Hawks are down 2 runs to the 11-7 Durham Lords. And Morgan Salter stays in. She's had a good game on the mound thus far, and the Durham Lords are going to continue on. But she's thrown 95 pitches today. Coaching staff must be comfortable with that number. Team is up a couple of runs. She's got a few Ks, and the team behind her is doing well. Hannah Koziolik for Humber steps in. Swings, fouls it back, strike one. 0 for 2 this game. High and away, ball one. Another one outside, ball two. Nice rising fastball, in for a strike. And Hannah Koziolik would like another one of those. Foul back. 2-2 the count, bottom of 7, no out. Base is empty for the Humber Hawks, but they're down 2. And Noziolik's looking to be the first base runner here in the 7th. Takes one in the dirt. Full count. She knows that Morgan Salter has thrown a lot of pitches, and she's working her hard here at this trip to the plate. Swung on, fouled back. High and away. On base. So the 10th pitch puts her on the base paths. Hannah Noziolik. Jess Mcpherson, the Windsorite, scored a run on a base hit. Back in the 3rd. Takes one inside. See there, she's 1 for 2 with a run. Swung on, hit hard to short. That's one. And safe at first. So she's safe on a fielder's choice. But the Durham Lords keep the lead runner away from home plate. As you see, sharply hit to short. Went down for the block. Quick flip over, hard throw to first, but not in time as Jess McPherson. We got a pinch runner in for Jess McPherson. Christina D'Angelo is running for Jess McPherson as Julie Kostuk takes a swing at the first pitch. Julie Kostuk is 1 for 2 with a double today. Hit to the left side, gobbled up by the shortstop. And you could hear the chant, no tag, no tag. So Durham Lords doing a good job communicating to their fielders, making sure that there's no thrown balls unnecessarily. Back to the top of the order, Alexa Vassos. She got to first on a base on balls. Into the glove of the shortstop, and the Durham Lords put the Humber Hawks to bed with a score of 5-3 here in the 7th inning, and you see the celebration there. The 13-3 Humber Hawks go down to the 11-7 Durham Lords here in Game 3 of the 2021 OCAA Women's Softball Championships. That does it If you're here for Game 3, stick around for Game 4. That's scheduled for 1 o'clock right here at the St. Clair College Sports Park, and you'll catch it live on We Digital. The Conestoga Condors and the St. Clair College Saints will be back. Stay with us.